The Echoes of Hollow Hill. Nestled in the heart of a dense, foreboding forest, Hollow Hill was a place whispered about in town, a place avoided by those who valued their sanity. Legends spoke of strange noises and apparitions, of people who wandered too close and never returned. But it was curiosity that led Evelyn to the edge of the hill, a curiosity that would unravel the boundaries between the living and the dead. Chapter 1. The Unseen Observer. Evelyn had always been drawn to the mysterious, the unexplained. As a freelance journalist, she thrived on uncovering stories that others feared to touch. The tales of Hollow Hill had always intrigued her, and when she finally decided to investigate, the thrill of the unknown was too much to resist. The path to the hill was overgrown, the trees leaning in as if to swallow her whole. With each step, the air grew colder, and a sense of dread began to settle in the pit of her stomach. She reached the clearing at the base of the hill, just as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, eerie shadows across the land. The silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves. Evelyn set up her camera, determined to capture any evidence of the supernatural. As she reviewed her initial footage, she noticed something strange. In every frame, there was a faint, shadowy figure standing just behind her. Chapter 2. Whispers in the Dark. Nightfall brought with it a blanket of darkness so thick, Evelyn could hardly see her own hands. She pitched her tent and lit a small fire, its flickering light casting grotesque shapes on the trees. The wind carried whispers, indistinct but persistent, as if the forest itself was alive and murmuring secrets. Unable to sleep, Evelyn decided to explore the surroundings. With her flashlight cutting through the darkness, she walked up the hill, the whispers growing louder with each step. Her pulse quickened, the hair on the back of her neck standing on end. The top of the hill was barren, save for an ancient, gnarled tree that stood sentinel over the landscape. She felt an icy breath on her neck and spun around, her flashlight beams slicing through the empty air. But she was not alone. The whispers grew into a chorus, voices overlapping in a cacophony of anguish and fear. Evelyn dropped her flashlight, the darkness swallowing her completely. Chapter 3. The Guardian of Hollow Hill. In the pitch black, Evelyn fumbled for her flashlight, her hands trembling. She finally found it and turned it on, only to reveal the shadowy figure from her footage standing mere inches from her. Its eyes were hollow pits, its form translucent and shifting. It reached out with a skeletal hand, and Evelyn was paralyzed with terror. "Leave this place," the figure rasped, its voice a blend of countless others. "You do not belong here." Gathering her courage, Evelyn asked, "Who are you?" The figure's form solidified slightly, and she saw the outline of a once human face. "I am the Guardian," it said, "bound to this hill for eternity to protect the living from the horrors that dwell here." Evelyn's journalistic instincts kicked in. "What happened here?" she asked. "The hill is cursed," the Guardian replied. "The result of a ritual gone wrong centuries ago. The spirits of those who perished are trapped, their anguish echoing through time. They crave release, but can only find it through the living." Chapter 4. The Escape. The whispers grew louder, more frantic, as if sensing the presence of the Guardian. Evelyn felt a tugging at her soul, a pull towards the abyss. The Guardian placed its hand on her shoulder, its touch cold as death. "You must leave now," it said. "If you stay, they will take you." Evelyn nodded, backing away slowly. The descent down the hill was a blur of fear and urgency. The whispers followed her, growing more desperate and angry. She reached her campsite, packed her things in a frenzy, and ran back through the forest, never daring to look back. As she broke through the tree line and into the safety of the open fields, the whispers ceased, replaced by the gentle rustle of leaves in the wind. Evelyn turned once more to Hollow Hill, now just a dark silhouette against the night sky. The Guardian's warning echoed in her mind. Epilogue. Evelyn returned to town, her footage and notes untouched. Some stories, she realized, were better left untold. Hollow Hill remained a place of mystery and fear, its secrets guarded by the restless dead. And though she had escaped, the echoes of that cursed place would haunt her forever.